Hello, everybody. This is William with Paranormal Insights, and thank you for joining me in this edition of my newsletter. I hope you'll find it interesting. I've got a great article from a friend in England, another one from my good friend in Turkey, and instead of writing this time, I thought I'd do a video. So bear with me, and I've been trying to put my thoughts together for a while about this. We're living in such a strange time these days. It seems like everything is off the rails in some way or another. But we're in December, and December is a time when we have a huge number of holidays for a variety of religions. Christian, Jewish. I'm not sure if there's any Islamic holiday this month or not, but there are a lot of other ones also in theistic or polytheistic religions, and also in the pagan religions. And one thing I find is they all center on one thing, which is light. And December 21st is the winter solstice, when we start to go into longer days, more sunlight. And this was always a hugely important part for people back before we really understood science and knew that, yes, the sun was coming back and all of the things we take for granted nowadays. But if you go back a couple thousand years, people don't understand how this works. The days are getting shorter, it's getting colder, and they have to pray and sacrifice that the sun will come back. By December 25th, people notice that the days are getting longer. That's part of the reason why Christmas, the birthday of the Son of God, is when it is, because it's that light shining into the world again, and it's representation of the light of the sun as well. I'm not a scholar with all of the traditions, but I would expect most of them have that same kind of a connection. The sun is coming back, and we can rejoice because we know we're going to make it through now another year. The crops will be able to be planted, they'll be able to be harvested, the herds will be plentiful, and we can survive. It's a fertility time. In fact, Christmas used to be banned in a lot of places as Christmas, even in the colonies of the U.S., because so much of the holiday is pagan. The greens, so many things. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about really today. I want to talk a little bit about that whole idea of light. And I'm hoping that we can all use this as a time to start reflecting on the light at the end of the tunnel, maybe, to use a bad cliche or saying, but there are glimmers of light coming through in the pandemic in so many different things, and I think there's going to be a lot of hardship and such ahead. We're not out of the woods by any means, but I think that we can start seeing more and more light, more and more hope. And I think part of that then is, how do we become more involved with that? How do we embrace that hope and that light in a positive way, a healthy way? How do we, how do I say it? How to become more of a oneness with the light and that positive being? And I don't mean to be Pollyannish. I don't mean that we ignore everything else that's going on. That's not a good idea. We have to be aware, and we have to know what we need to do to bring that light more fully forward. But I think we can start looking more at the hope, and I'm not using this from a religious connotation or anything else, but just in general, finding more light in life and more hope in life. I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season. Please follow social distancing and CDC guidelines. It's not going to kill anybody to miss family gatherings and friend gatherings one holiday season, but at this point it very well may kill somebody to have those gatherings. So I know everything that I usually am part of this December has been canceled, and we can find ways through this to celebrate the light and all of these holidays on our own too, and through social media. We've got Skype, we've got Zoom, we've got messengers. There's so many different ways out there that we can reach out and see people, be with people, virtually instead of literally. And it's okay for 1 year to make it different and find a way to make it enjoyable and a blessed time anyway. And thank you, and enjoy the rest of the month. And I'll see you in February.